Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a little portrait kind of style illustration, similar to my feathery artwork, where it's kind of simple but a little bit detailed as well. I did spend a bit longer on the line art this time because I really wanted to practice the line art a bit more, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I didn't use a reference on the roses, and it would probably end up have been a bit better if I did use a reference on the roses, but I don't know, I was just having a bit of fun with it, to be honest. And yeah, she is a young woman and she's got flowers. It's a little bit inspired by Bailey J, mainly because that's the kind of thing that she draws, and not that I'm trying to copy or anything, because to be honest I really like to draw girls as well, and I can't really, I don't know, I'm not that good at drawing males, and I do plan on drawing males a lot more after I practice a little bit. But anyways, we're getting off track here. Back to the artwork. I did spend a lot of time on the hair. Now I probably may have gone a little bit overboard on the hair, but I don't know, I kind of just had a lot of fun with it, and like that's the kind of the whole point with art, isn't it? Just to have fun and create something that you love. And overall I'm fairly happy with this artwork, and I don't know, I just kind of really like it, and I don't mean to like toot my own horn or anything, but like I'm just pleased with it, that's all. Anyways, yeah, her hair's kind of like, I don't know, a style where I tried to like, she's got like an extreme side part, and like her bangs are kind of swooped over. Now I'm trying to draw that like well, but like it does look a little bit odd. But like eventually I'll get there and I'll be able to draw it properly. I originally sketched this out on a smaller piece of paper, and I don't know, I really liked it. I wasn't actually planning it to be like a good artwork. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll just doodle on a piece of paper while I'm FaceTiming my partner, and I don't know, I kind of really liked it, but it was very small, so I scanned it, and I blew it up with Photoshop, and I kind of like tilted it over a little bit more because she's not exactly centered. Tilting it helped a little bit, but she's still not properly centered, probably because the leaves kind of come out on one side, and I did, like, if you have a look, like there is a slight border around where the inking starts, and it's fairly even, but because it comes out more on one side, she does look a little bit like not centered. But I kind of like that. I don't know, it's interesting. For the color scheme, I kind of wanted to have like a kind of warm color palette. Now I didn't want to add too much blues or anything like that, but yeah, I really like the simplicity of the background, to be honest. I made sure my marker was full of like a lot of ink, because it's a lot easier to get a sort of smoother background if the ink, the pen is really, you know, full of ink. Anyways, I used the color Y21 Buttercup Yellow for the background, and I did go over it a lot. And for her skin I used E51 Milky White, and for some of the shadows I used E53 Raw Silk, and the deepest shadows I used E33 Sand. And the pink parts on her cheeks and on her nose, I used E93 Tea Rose. For the leaves on the roses, I used YG17 Grass Green, And I also used G29 Pine True Green for the darker bits, and like I tried to make sure that I blended it really well, and yeah, I'm actually very happy with how they turned out. I really like the contrast. I did add a little tiny bit of Y11 to the ends of the leaves, but it didn't really do a whole lot. Anyways, I decided to go for a purple in her hair, and I know it's supposed to be mostly warm, but the purple in her hair does have a bit of pinky highlights to it, and I think that helps with the kind of warm colour theme. I mostly used V15 Mallow, and I also used V17 Amethyst, and for the darkest bits I used BV08 Blue Violet. And I'm actually really happy with the hair. I probably should have left more white bits for the highlights. I kind of went a little bit overboard. Anyways, for her shirt, firstly I went over it. Sorry, I'm tapping the microphone. I went over it with V95 Light Grape. Now I felt that was a little bit too cool for my color palette, so I went over that with R85 Rose Red, and that did help bring the warmth of it back up, and it does look very similar to another marker, Lipstick Natural, which I used in her lips, and I kind of like that because they kind of complement each other a bit, I guess. For her lips, her top lip is a bit darker than her bottom lip because the way lips are, usually the bottom lip is facing the light source better, so it's lighter. And I used Lipstick Natural for the top of her lip, and then I used that Tea Rose marker, E93, for her bottom lip, and I blended a little bit of the darker one on the sides of her lip to try and make them a bit more fuller. And then for the roses, I went in with pinks for those, RV10, RV21, and RV14. And I'm glad I did that because, I don't know, I was kind of losing a bit of the warmth, and the pinks in those did bring it up a fair bit. And overall, I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. And I know I should have used a reference for the flowers, but what can you do? They do look nice, and I'm still very happy with them. After that, I kind of went in with a bit of Colours Blender to add a little bit more highlights. And here is the finished artwork. If you want to get a print of this, I will have this available on my Redbubble shop, on, you know, prints, totes, phone cases, that kind of thing. Anyways, make sure you like and subscribe, and hit that little bell button as well so you can get future updates and videos and stuff. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's getting close to the end, so I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!